Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and today I'll be covering OpenAI agents. So guys, let's just see my requirements.txt. I already have these two libraries, which is OpenAI agents and python.env. We'll be primarily using these two libraries, and OpenAI agents is the main library that we'll be covering today. And guys, yes, I'll be covering theoretical aspects as well, but yeah, I think it's best that we get quickly started with the code. So guys, first of all, let's just try to create one file, one.py. So guys, the first thing is, what is agent? So guys, I'll be sticking to the terminology that is mostly being used by OpenAI to describe their framework and types of things which you need to know. All these things are a little subjective and often it's based upon your interpretation, but let's just stick to what OpenAI wants you to believe. So guys, what are agents? So guys, simple terms is LLM plus tools plus, let's say, LLM plus tools plus other functions plus guardrails. So now guys, this is what OpenAI's definition is. So OpenAI believes that the moment you combine LLM with tools. Now what are tools? Tools are nothing guys, tools are just Python functions. Any sort of other functions, let's say any other agent that you have defined. So whenever you want two agents to talk to, and then there are guardrails. So what are guardrails? So guys, guardrails in simple terms is the idea that, let's say, a user is coming in, right, and he or she is asking something which you don't want him or her to ask, right? So you have set some guardrails around your agent. And one another important aspect from OpenAI this time is handoffs. So we'll see this as well. What is handoff? So what is handoff is essentially, guys, handoffs is the fact that you have an LLM that's going to act as an orchestrator and it's going to hand off tasks to one LLM or the another LLM. So guys, let's just talk about some things. Let me add it over here only. So guys, tools are nothing but these are Python functions. Okay, other functions can be Python functions or other agents or other agents. Then guys, guardrails. What are guardrails? Guardrails are essentially security features, right? Security features and responsible use of AI, right? And guys, let's just talk about what our handoff. Handoff is transfer the conversation to another agent. Yes, so this is absolutely true. So these are the five terms that you need to know before we get started. And let's get started with the coding journey. So let's just try to maybe X this, and let's just try to maybe create a readme file as well where you can have these notes handy. So let's just type in notes and let's just put in over here, and let's just maybe let's just ask it to improve the notes in readme file so that you can have it in a proper format. Whenever you want to use it, you can directly take it from this readme file only. Okay, yeah, so now it's there. Now we are good to start. Let's just remove any other content that I'm not sure about. Okay, now guys, let's just get started. Try to create the first basic agent, guys. And guys, this is one of the easiest Python library which you'll be using for building agents. So let's just get started on this front. So guys, the first thing is we need to define from agents import agent. So guys, agent is the class, and the fact that we'll be using this over and over again, we'll be creating object of this class over and over again. So let's just keep a note on this. And then guys, one thing we need that runs our agent, that is runner. Now this is good. Now guys, the same old thing, we need to set up the API key and the environment variables. Not very difficult guys. Import OS. We need to ensure that whatever is in my .env file is able to communicate with my Python environment. That's why these two line of codes. And then we need to set up the environment API key as in the, that's in my env file. So guys, you need to generate a OpenAI API key, and yeah, I wish it could have been some way I could have shared that with you, but no guys, I can't do that. So yeah, that's the first step. This will be constant and across all lectures. And now guys, we'll just see how easy it is to create an agent and how simple it is to run it. So agent guys, let's just define an agent. So the first parameter that an agent takes is name. Let's just write it as in joke assistant. Joke assistant. Okay guys, the next thing what it takes is instructions. So what are the instructions that you are trying to give to an LLM? I'm just asking, you are a joke assistant. And then guys, there are other parameters which you need to know. Let's say you want to set up a model name. Let's say you want to use GPT-4o mini, and then let's say guys, you want to set up I think for the time being, to start with, for a basic agent, these parameters are fine. And how do we run it guys? Running an agent is very simple. We just need to use runner dot run underscore sync. So yes guys, once, yeah, so this is fine, this is fine. And yeah, only thing that you need to use is run underscore sync. It's going to help you run stuff. So that's how easy it is to create an agent in OpenAI agents library. Define the raw system, and then let's just use it from the run sync parameters wise: name of the agent, what are the instructions, and what is the model. So that's pretty much it guys. Let's just try to run this agent, and yeah, we'll be running this agent. So whenever you want to get the final output, use result or dot final output. So this is going to help you get the final output as well. So let's just try to run it guys. So py1 dot py. So what did Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. So guys, this was a joke which OpenAI API came up with, and it was quick. And yes, that's how you basically create an agent. And essentially, guys, as I've said, that agent is nothing. Agent is a collection of tools, some other functions, some guardrails and handoffs, and we'll be covering everything as well. So now that's how the basic setup is. Now guys, the next thing that I want to cover up with you is let's say structured output, right? So I'll be explaining you how do we define a structured output. So go to over here. What we need to do is guys, from pydantic we need to import base model, and we need to create a class that would inherit this. And let's say we want the output of the format to be string, and then we'll also say what is the topic of the joke. Suppose you want to extract two things, both of the character string, and then you will directly put both these things into the database. So we have defined a schema, and how do we ensure that our agent knows it? So guys, cursor is helping me. Let's just use it. So the output type is of joke, and yeah, and let's just ask an instruction which returns, so that it's better. So which will generate, returns which returns a joke and a topic. So guys, see, let's just give you a quick walkthrough of what we are doing. We are defining few basic imports, then we are defining the output type. So guys, this is what is known as structured output. Let me write over here. This is known as structured output. So guys, whenever you want your agent to give you output in a particular format so that it can be directly put into a database, so that's where structured output comes into picture. And you need to define a class. It will be inheriting the pydantic class, and then you can define it, and then you can just pass it over here, and you will be able to get the result. And let's say you want to extract the joke part of it and the topic part of it, you will be able to do it. And how do we do it? Let's just try to run it. So it's running guys, it's fine. Let's just wait until it runs. So you're able to see guys, it was able to give you a joke as well as the topic related to joke. So guys, tell me, is it difficult? You're able to see how you can spin up a basic agent and attach it with jokes in the most easiest possible way, and it's One of the best libraries that I have used in terms of simplicity, guys. Very simple to use, very quick to get started. We have a agent running in, we have a structured output that we are using, and we are so quick at it, right? There is nothing that we need to worry about. Now, guys, let's just try to move to the next topic, which is very important. That is tool calling. Now, guys, we need to ensure that our function or perhaps our LLM is able to call some sort of functions, right? Now, what are those functions going to do? They are going to do some unit of work, or perhaps they're going to be calling an API, they're going to be updating a database or anything. But yeah, we need to ensure that our LLM has an idea or a tool, right? It has a tool, it has a hammer, and whenever it wants to use that hammer, it can use it. So, how do we set up tools? And guys, setting up tools is not very difficult, but the main idea is this is something you will be doing over and over and over again. And yeah, let's just get started with it. This is a important portion of this tutorial about OpenAI agents. Let's just get started with tool calling. So guys, the first thing is we need to do some sort of import. So the same imports, guys, we'll be using from the previous lecture. So from agents, let's just import agent runner. Let's just import trace as well. So I'll be covering trace as well. I'll be showing you how you can set up trace. So what is trace, guys? Trace is going to help you capture everything that's happening in your script. Whatever function got called, what was the input, what was the output, what did the LLM response, everything would be directly put into a database, and I'll show you how nice this feature is. That's there. So in order to set up trace, guys, we need to do some bit of setting configuration, but yeah, that's okay. Let's just try to use set tracing export API key. Okay, guys, sometimes yeah, I think this is okay, but this didn't get right. So this is not this. So export API key, yeah. And the same piece of code, guys, we need to import OS, we need to import .env so that whatever is in my .env file, it can communicate with my Python environment. And yes, we are mostly good, guys. Now, guys, this import is important. This is will be used for tool calling. So from agents dot tools tool, let's import function tool. So this is going to be help me create functions which will be used by my LLM. So guys, since I want to enable tracing, that means I want to log everything into a particular type of database. So we need to write one more step, that is set tracing API key as this thing, right? So what is this going to do, guys? This will help me ensure the fact that my tracing is enabled. And by tracing, it's a very fancy term, but the main thing is every action happening in the script, every function call, input, output, everything is going to be logged into a database, right? So now we are good till here as well. Now what we need to do, guys? Now we need to create an agent. So let's just create a simple agent. Okay, let's just try to create a tool first, right? So that you could relate later. So let's just create a tool, function tool. And let me give you a simple function that I've created. So I have this function that I've created. I'll be using this only so that we don't waste time. And yeah, so let's just copy this function. So guys, this is a simple function. This is going to help you compute the BMI. Given the weight and height, you can compute the BMI. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think this much Python you would know, and this is fine. Now what we want is, we need an LLM that can talk to this function. So how do we set up that, guys? We need to define an agent, and we need to tell it that, hey, what is the name of the agent, guys? What do you want to name it? So let's just name it as a health advisor. What are the instructions you want to give him? So let's just say you are a health assistant which has access to a BMI calculator tool. Yeah, that's true. Which takes weight in kg and height in m and returns the BMI of the person. Now guys, tell me, this is why I love Cursor, or any other IDE for that matter, which is AI powered. You don't have to waste a lot of time. What's the next thing that we want to set, guys? The next thing, guys, let's just set up, I think we can leave model as well. Let's just work from the default model only. We have defined an agent, we have defined a function, but now guys, tell me, what is the other thing that we need to do? We need to ensure that our LLM has access to the agent. So how do we do that, guys? So we need to use this agent one tools dot append method. So guys, this dot tools dot append is going to help me ensure that my LLM has access to this tool, and let's just try to use it, guys. So now with trace health assistant, let's just try to save one as run. And how do we run this, guys? It's not very difficult. Let's just try to fetch the result, and let's just try to print the final output. Let's just try to see, guys, what autocomplete was there. So same thing, guys, we need to use run sing, and the question is what is the BMI if I weigh 70 kg and I'm 1. Let's just try to give it the height in meter only, so that no confusion is there for the demo purpose. 1.8 meter tall. Yeah. So guys, you're able to see this is sorted. This is sorted. We're just ensuring that tracing happens. That means we need to ensure that whatever action we are happening is being logged to the database. Then guys, we have defined an agent. We have given some instruction. We have defined a custom Python function that would be used by an agent in order to do the talking. And yeah, we just need to use dot tools dot append BMI calculator, and now our essentially our function is wrapped inside the agent. And yeah, guys, that's the good part about it. And the next part is that we just need to ask the question, that is what is my BMI if I'm 70 kg tall and 1.8 meter 70 kg and 1.8 meter tall. So guys, you're able to see how simple it is to use this library, right? Only thing is you need to set up your agentic installation. That means just install stuff, define a Python function, wrap it with your agent, just give your agent instructions, and rest is all handled by OpenAI in the background. So let's just try to run this, guys. So let's just try to run it. So guys, I think I'm not in the VNV. Let's just activate the VNV scripts. Activate. So guys, whenever you're doing it, ensure that the VNV is created, right? And in requirements.txt, only two modules are there, but yeah. So py2.py. Let's just wait, guys. So you're able to see, guys, you got this output that your BMI indicates that you are of normal weight. But now you'd be asking me, sir, this is okay, but I don't understand this. Can you explain me? Let's just go to the traces window and try to see what is happening in the tracing window. Let me try to show you, guys. It would be a little tricky, but yeah, let me try to configure that window over the software so that you can see it in depth of what actually happened. So okay, I think something should be visible by now. Yeah. So you're able to see, guys, this is the tracing window. Let's just try to see what happened. So you're able to see, guys, this is the thing that got happened. That this was the instruction. This was the user input that okay, the user input I think is not visible to you guys. Let me try to small it. Yeah, so this is the user input. What is my BMI if I weigh 70 kg and I'm 1.8 meter tall? And this was the function call that happened. This were the arguments that this thing took. That means the function took these two set of arguments. And guys, let's just try to see the output. So this is what happened inside the function, and we got an output that you are of normal weight. Let me just show you the output as well. So you're able to see, guys, you guys got the output. Okay, I think it's very small. So some, yeah, you're able to see, guys, you are normal weight. So you're able to see, guys, how I'm able to visualize what is happening inside my script, right? This is what tracing is, right? It helps you go in depth of things and tries to ensure that what is the input, this is the function output, and this is the final output from the LLM. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, how simple it is to set up trace and ensure that everything is being logged in the OpenAI platform. And you just need to do some sort of minor setup like this, ensure that API key is set up, and you're writing this with trace. So everything is going to get logged to the database. Now guys, tell me what all topics we have covered. We have covered how to create a basic agent, we have covered structured output, we have covered tool calling, and we have covered tracing as well. So these four are very the heart of whenever you're trying to create any agents and such. And this is very much used in the industry across every level, right? Most of the agents are pretty much done by these four features only. Rest are little fancy things which you can do normally via Python as well, or by this library, or by any other framework. So guys, let's just try to cover one more example. Okay, so what OpenAI has launched is one more concept, that is cloning. So guys, for cloning, let me try to tell you how I'll be covering cloning. So first of all, we need to understand, guys, what is cloning, right? And it's not very difficult, guys. It's just that I'll give you a very good example, and once we have this example in front of us, things would become extremely clear. So guys, let me just try to set up my code. Yeah, 1 second, guys, sorry. Sometimes the PC becomes a little slow, but that's possibly okay. So let's just talk about cloning. So see, guys, what is cloning? So let's say you have some input, that input goes to an LLM. So let's just try to see. So we have an input that goes to an LLM. So what will happen? You will get an output, and this output, let's just say this is LLM1, then it goes to output 1, output 1, and this output is given to LLM2. And guys, LLM2 gives you final final output. Now guys, this is what is cloning. That means I'll be showing you an example where what we'll be doing is we'll be creating two agents. One agent will do one thing, and the output of that agent will be given to another agent, and in the final thing you'll be able to see the result. So let's just get started, guys. So guys, again, it's very simple. The same imports which we did in lecture 1, let's just copy and paste everything from there only. Let's just copy these three things what we did. We don't need to do anything new. And the same thing, guys, we need to set up API keys for obvious reasons. We don't need to worry about anything. So guys, how do we clone agents? So first of all, guys, let's just create agent 1. Now what is agent 1 going to do is that agent 1 is going to review a commit, and after reviewing a comment it will assign it a rating. Okay, so let's just give name and let's just give it instructions based on the review, based on the review, based on the review, return a rating of 1 to 5 in scale, which is okay. Now guys, agent 2. So agent 2 will be cloning agent 1, and we'll be naming it as agent 2. And what are the instructions that we'll be giving it? Based on the rating, return the sentiment as positive or negative. And we'll be closing it, right? What we are doing is we are trying to create a simple clone, and let's just try to run it, runner runner dot run underscore sync, and let's say the input, that is bad product, and let's just try to see the final output. So see guys, cursor is helping me, and this library is also very easy, super fast to set up, and very nice to go ahead and get your stuff done. Let's just wait, guys. Let's just try to see guys, I got negative. So what exactly happened? So first of all, this is the thing, that is bad product. So what would have happened is that first of all a rating would have been assigned to this review by this agent, and then this clone function, what it did is it took the output and passed it to another agent, and based on the rating a review was assigned, which is negative, right? Because whatever bad product is, it's a negative sentiment only. Now guys, this is also done. So what all we have done till now, let's just try to mention all these things in readme. So let's just go to readme, and let's just try to topics covered. Let's just write that as topics covered, topic covered. So guys, please subscribe also. I see a lot of you are watching the videos but not subscribing. Please subscribe, guys. We have covered a basic agent, we have covered structured output, we have covered a tool calling, we have covered trace setup, we have covered trace setup, and we have covered agent cloning as well. So we've covered these five aspects, and these are very important aspects as per this new library that has been released. Now guys, let's just try to cover one more topic. Let's just try to cover one more topic. four.py. What is that, guys? That is handoffs. Very fancy term, guys. What is handoffs? Handoffs. So guys, what will happen is that I'll be creating two agents, and one agent would be responsible for handing off to couple of agents, right? It will choose that which agent it need to use. So let's just get started, and guys, trust me, it's very easy to create these type of things. Let's just try to get started. It's not difficult at all. So let's just try to again copy paste what we had. Let's just try to set up the environment. Let's just try to name it as Hindi agent. Let's say it's an agent that specializes in Hindi. So Hindi agent instructions. You are a Hindi agent which can translate text from English to Hindi. No, which can talk in Hindi. Which can talk in Hindi. I think this much is fine. Let's just not set up any model and as such. Let's just hope OpenAI is doing a right good job in setting up. Let's just set up an English agent the same way. So what we are doing is we have set up two agents. One is going to speak Hindi and the another one is going to speak English. So we are good till here as well. Now guys, we'll be creating a handoff. So guys, how we'll create a handoff? We'll create an agent 3. And that will be agent. I think this is not right syntax. So we need to, what we need to do is we need to set up handoffs. So yeah, handoffs agent 1 and agent 2, and let's just try to see hello आप कैसे हो सारे. So you're able to see what I'm trying to do. First of all, I've created a Hindi agent, very easy. I've created an English agent, very easy. Then I've created a math. Okay, it's not a math agent. So that's why, guys, sometimes the autocomplete is also very bad. Language agent. So it's gonna allocate it to any of these two agents. You are a language agent. Oh no. This instruction is completely BS. You are a language agent. You are a language agent which delegates the conversation to appropriate agent based on the language of the user. So we are very good till here. Let's just try to see what is happening, guys. We are importing basic things, setting up the API key. Then we have created an agent that's going to talk in Hindi. We've created an agent that's going to talk in English, and we have defined a major agent or an orchestrator that's going to orchestrate task to let's say our Hindi agent and English agent. Now someone is saying hello aap kaise ho. Let's just try to see what is the output that we get. So py4.py. See guys, it replied in Hindi. Why it was able to do it? Tell me guys, because this agent 3 allocated this to agent 1, which is asked that which can talk in Hindi. Now let's just say hello, how are you? Let's just try to see the English part of it as well, so that you can visualize things in a much better fashion. So guys, tell me, are you able to see how simple it is to do all these type of things, and everything is handled by the OpenAI SDK only, right? Only thing is you need to understand some bit of basic syntax and some sort of content, like right, what is handoff, what is all these structured output we have covered, tool calling we have covered, trace setup we have covered, agent calling we have covered, and handoffs is also covered. Now guys, a short note I'll be able to give you before I end the lecture. These 6 patterns are very important. This is primarily what the library is capable of, and it's a very new library, but guys, it has become my favorite library in a very quick time, because guys it's very easy to use it, right? You are able to see how quickly even the tutorial got created. I didn't had to set up bunch of things. I just need to use run.sync in order to create basic workflows. And what are the instructions, what are the model, what is the output type, and everything is so crystal clear. It's so beautifully visualizable. Now guys, there is one more topic which I think is important for you guys, that is I'll be covering in theoretically, that is guardrails. So guys, what OpenAI have done is that they have created a special section of ensuring that you can have a specific type of guardrails as well. That means, let's say a user is coming in and he or she is typing in some bad input. You can ensure that that doesn't go to the LLM and LLM doesn't engage with that conversation. So for the time being, this much is enough, guys. You can even do it with simple if else statement, but they have a specific guardrail import as well, which you can explore, but I don't think that is needed on day one. This much is enough to get started for the OpenAI agents library. If you have any doubt, guys, reach out to me on comments, LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as whatever video you need, guys. Just tell me in the comment section, it will be made. And from now onwards, everything will be covered in these single short videos as well, so that you can cover one topic end to end. So let's just catch up on our next lecture. And guys, please subscribe.